competed. I thought this highlight was really cool because it was against Tribe Gaming, and Ramirez is pretty well known. So I'm starting out with a queen charge at 6 o'clock. I'm using the healer puppets and frozen arrow, setting up the funnel. I saw a lot of value at this spot because I could get the eagle, um, draw the CC troops, and notice how a lot of people, when they drop the poison, they put it around where the lava hound is at that time. But the pups, as you notice, they circle once it pops around its target, which is the queen. So if you drop the poison around her, it'll kill the little lava pups a little quicker. Then I'm funneling on 3 o'clock with Siege Barrack. I'm dropping the Root Riders and Valks in between them. I recall the Archer Queen just before she dies. I'm pushing here because I wanted to use the Healing Tome and Eternal Tome through this Rage Tower and heal through that Poison Tower. So I rage up my army, use Eternal Tome right here, and it pushes them through this heavy core. I send in my Royal Champ between 6 and 9 o'clock to help reinforce on that side. Overgrowth, 12 o'clock heavy core, and I just kind of push my army. They end up splitting around this overgrowth spell, but the king with that spiky ball and giant gauntlet is able to clear out the 9 o'clock corner with the Royal Champ. The Fox makes the Royal Champ invisible. If it's Royal Champ versus Ricochet Cannon, I tend to pop its ability a little sooner to keep the Fox alive. It's unfortunate that after it takes out the Ricochet, it jumps into a spot with those giant bombs and Skelly Trap. But from here on out, it's pretty much cleanup. I enjoyed World Champs with StreetSharkS. We went from as high as 9th position to 200th. We varied in between there depending on the days. Not everybody was able to finish with their attacks, but it was still a lot of fun, and I really appreciate StreetSharkS. I got approval from the Discord World Championship server and from StreetSharkS to post a couple of replays. They said it would be fine because it's just replays of my attacks. So I share another attack with this same army strategy where I'm funneling with the Archer Queen and Siege Barrack. With this attack, with that core being so heavy, and the way the walls are, I use the Archer Queen at 3 without the need of a wall breaker to just clear out that corner in the Siege Barrack at 12 o'clock. The Queen ends up funneling, Queen ends up tanking for this mono, and I'm a little late with the Skelly spell. But while she's tanking, I then drop my Root Riders, King, recall the Queen, using these Druids to help heal, and I'm a little late with the Grand Warden. But while poisoning that clan castle, the Grand Warden comes in, and I freeze that Ricochet. I'm raging my army up, and then I pop the ability right here in the core, which was nice to save it for that because that's where all the damage is. Those double rage towers are just really toxic, so I really needed to wait. After they pop, I overgrowth the eagle in both scatters so they don't do so much damage to the entire army in that poison bomb from the town hall. The army kind of splits. The headhunters are sent in, and they actually stayed alive. It's hard to get headhunters to stay alive when you're sending them all the way to the core. The overgrowth wears off, and it's the remaining base is kind of in the shape of an L. So luckily, all my troops at this point are staying together. I rage them up. The RC is invisible, so it takes out that scatter. I end up popping its ability a little bit early to kind of get this eagle, multi-archer tower, and scatter out the way so it doesn't kind of kill the remaining troops. Save the king's ability for the end because I was pretty confident that I was going to 3-star this, because I like using that spiky ball to kind of clean up the remaining 8 or 9 bases. I'm sorry, 8 or 9 buildings. But that's all I have for you today. And again, thanks to StreetSharkS for competing in World Championship. Thank you.